their name, and I was like, this song is a really famous song, right? Y'all older people knew it, right? Whatever. I'm not gonna get any support from anybody. I'm just glad you're all in your seats behaving. It's called I Don't Know How to Love Him from Jesus Christ Superstar. And it's sung by someone who is very confused about the love and affection they feel for Jesus when it's not really friend love, and it's certainly not romantic love that they're experiencing from him, and they're trying to deal with it. And I just thought it was an amazing song. And besides, when I get to the part when I go, I never thought I'd go, it sounds so good. So that's why I did it. But there's a lot of kind of loves, ladies and gentlemen. And I know I bend a lot of ideas that were taught in church, and a lot of images from our culture. But there's one kind of love that God has no patience with. And I worked really hard on tonight's show. I had a dry run in Phoenix where I made 1,000,000 mistakes. So that was the dress rehearsal. So far it's been going pretty good. Except I knocked out my board, broke my guitar. But I was not planning on doing this song, and I just want to say, I hate this song. It's done more for my ministry, for my career than, well, I'd like to say more than God, but that would be really weird to say. But next to God, this song has done more for me to keep my foot in the door where people will listen to me. Because I put it on a record where I sung about things that Christian rock stars don't sing about. But I really felt like, leading up to sound check today, and at sound check, that I was going to end up doing this tonight. And I want to say this. God don't waste my time. And He doesn't waste my voice. And He doesn't put me in the position of singing a song like this in front of a room full of teenagers. Isn't that what you guys are, young adults? You're not allowed to call you teenagers anymore? When you get to be my age, you kind of like wish you were a teenager. I'm sorry. You guys are young adults. You guys are going to eat that during the sermon, by the way. All right. Shut up and listen. Then they wonder why I don't get to play at church as much. I trusted you with my life. Now I see I was wrong to try. You did those things I'll carry forever. Can't erase them from my mind. Never. Don't touch me anymore. Don't touch me anymore. 'Cause I don't have to tell God what you have done. He already knows. God trusted me with my soul. Gave you rain, gave you all control. You let him down when you laid me down, thinking that no one else was around. Don't touch me anymore. Don't touch me anymore. I don't have to tell God what you've done. He already knows. And before your life is through, He'll be talking to you. And before my life is through, I'll be talking to you. I say before your life is through, loves you. Though I don't know why, he loves you. I don't know why. He loves you. I don't know why. He loves you. So do I. But you guys have been a really average audience, and
Thank you.
I'm going to keep this on because it'll remind me to go faster, I think. I'm just going to take it off and talk, but what if I want to go, like, you know, for effect? But you know what? There we go. I feel like I lost 16 pounds. Don't I look skinnier than last time I was here? Shut up. Shut up. I have a sweat rag. It matches my pics. It has Paisley's on it. We always use the phrase about our youngins, our young adults, hush, our young adults, and we say things like, God, they grow up so fast. What's really weird is I sung a song about being 15, and I promise you, I did way more by the time I was 15 than you guys are ever going to do in your youth. So, and I don't think I was very grown up. I think what humanity has come to understand is that you people are forced to make decisions way younger than we had to. So the church has spent so much time preaching on sex, drugs, and rock and roll that 2 generations have fallen through the cracks of what will become our future leaders, our future adults. Forgive me, but God forbid our future preachers. I don't know really what to do with that cord. Because if it's dangling, it's going to make me crazy. Will someone just stand up here and hold? Just kidding. Stay away from my stuff. It's not long enough to go around my neck, but it's just right for yours. All right. Now, what I believe God was talking to me about when I was planning on coming to see you guys was that just the last time I was here, a lot of you, thank you Jesus, friended me on Facebook. And I really like that, and I would hate what I'm about to say to discourage anyone from doing that again. I've read your posts. Yeah, I heard that gulp. I've read your friends' posts. I've read your responses to your friends. We need to up the game a little bit, guys. So much is said in church about the company you keep. You know, run with dogs, you get fleas, and you're not going to bring them up, they're going to bring you down. I'm a little concerned about the company that you are. In church, we're going to keep hearing stuff about being an example. That's a given. It's a given. You don't want to run around with people that are going to bring you down. You don't want to be a bad example of God's love for mankind through the provision of Christ resurrected. There's something completely different that is happening in your generation, unlike it's ever happened on planet Earth before. You guys have such a voice. that has never happened before. You had to be famous. You had to be getting media attention to have a voice in America, all the way up to the last couple of years. Since the advent of Facebook and everything that's come after Facebook. See, MySpace didn't even accomplish this, but since the advent of Facebook, it has been your time. It has been your time. People in my position are so jealous of what power you possess. I was telling someone before I started, I can't see, by the way, so wherever you are, thanks for talking to me before I started, but I was telling someone before I started that I was nervous, and he was like, why? And I was like, they're kids, man, they'll eat me alive. You know, and it's true, you guys possess so much power. You possess power over the people older than you because we really want you to like us. We're not going to tell you that because then we lose everything we have on you. We really want you to like us because we see you as the future. I kind of sound like I'm talking at a high school graduation, but we see you way more than that. Not that you're going to go off and do great things, but you're going to go off and destroy the planet. That's what you're here for. That's what you guys are bringing to the table. And the way you're going to do it is with your pie holes. Those big gaping holes in the middle of your face. Listen, you have a voice. After tonight, you will hear this voice in your head. You will see someone and go, they don't have a voice. And they would kill to have a voice. You'll see a homeless person. You'll see an injured person. You'll see a deaf mute. You'll see someone who's being abused. You'll see someone you love die. And you'll go, there's no voice here, but I still have my voice. I was at a karaoke bar the other night. And someone said, hey, you gonna get up and do karaoke? And I was like, hell no. I'm saving my voice. I'm going to Barstow. The other day, someone I know bought a Jeep. Asked me to go riding. I said, hell no. Jeeps, quads, motorcycles, skateboards, anything that you put me in that I'm going to get hurt in, which is anything that moves, basically. I have been put on planet Earth to speak the voice of God to whoever will listen. That is why God made me. So the way He made Jesus for a specific purpose, I'm very well aware of mine. Now see, if I have to repeat myself, I'm wasting that precious voice. But I'm very well aware of my voice. I know exactly what every sound does. I know what exactly what every word does. Every scream, every tender, dramatic moment. Every silence. And I wake up every single day knowing that what flies out of my mouth matters more than anything that I'm going to do, anything I'm going to feel, and anything that's going to happen to me or around me that day. I've had to work for that. I've had to wait for my life to catch up with my calling. But you guys have it at your fingertips on your computers. There's that, what's that called? F My Life? Is that what it's called? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, the F thing. What? What? You guys can say anything you want now. There's no filter. There's no censorship. You guys can get away with murder. You guys post these graphic, violent pictures on Facebook or nudies on Facebook and nothing happens.